All right, what's going on, everyone? We are back in Xplane 11 once again. Today we are flying out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is Mr. X's KABQ Albuquerque, which in my opinion is one of the best airports in the entire Xplane world. We are in the Toliss A319 today. Get the CFM engines with our winglets on. With the brand spanking new BSS sound pack just came out the other day. They finally uploaded it to the org store, so we are going to test them out. This is my first test with it, so if there's any bugs or anything like that or configuration issues, then I apologize. But we are going to fully test them out today. We're going to do a short hop over to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix we're going to go to Las Vegas. So a couple just short flights today. Hopefully be in and out just a few hours, 3-4 hours hopefully. So yeah, super excited, getting awesome frames right now in this, but definitely looking forward to hearing the sound. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and get everything turned on. Got one bad too. Let's see how loud this all is. Okay, it's pretty loud, but not too bad. Okay, that's a little loud. Just gonna turn all this down. I know, like on the recommendations, like they want all this turned all the way up, but I just don't like it having it all the way up. So let's see, I want to say it was systems. I'm literally going to keep it right there for now. External power is on. I'm going to go ahead and nav lights on. That can go auto. Non-smoking. Actually, it's to go auto. Arm. Seatbelts on. Finally have people sounds. Did they just... Okay. It's odd. Turn all these up. I think we're going to take the 737 to Vegas from Phoenix, but we'll see. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. Alright, let's get the IRSs. Cool. Turn these up. Perfect. Alright, let's get our initialization up and running. We are Albuquerque to Phoenix. Line. American Airlines 7488. Let's see. One second.
If you're just joining us and you're seated in the back of the aircraft and you have a larger roller bed, make sure you put it in the bin in the front of the aircraft because we have no more space for that. Thank you.
Alright, right, so sim brief. Cost index 5. Cruising 380. Alright. Fuel. We go with 6.6. Seal fuel weights 56.8. Apply. 68 to 66. Alright, so takeoff weight 63.2. Set brief agrees. Let's go to our flight plan. I'm on VATSIM. But there's no controllers on. Why are you telling me that? Yeah, there's no controllers around us. Alright, let's see. Weather in Albuquerque. Current altimeter 3028. The winds west northwest 300 degrees, 5 miles an hour. So I think that's runway 26. Which I think is their longest runway. Yeah, so we'll take 26 out. Longer taxi. It's fine though. And our routing Rediner? The Rediner 3? That's how you pronounce it? Make sure we can actually leave out a 26 on this. It does not look like 26 is available. Yeah. I can probably get away with going from 8. The winds aren't crazy. It's 5 miles an hour. It's a 4 knot slight tailwind. So we're going to leave an 8. I normally like taking off directly into the wind, but this departure does not allow us to use 26. So we're just going to depart runway 8. 8. Under 3. And zoom transition, insert that. It's going to take us directly into Phoenix, where the weather says variable winds at 6. I think they run west ops in that situation. So we should be on the 2.5s, I believe. I'm trying to remember Phoenix's airport configuration. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for 2.5 right. We'll just go 2.6. So I'm coming slightly from the north, just ever so slightly. So, yep, that's what we're gonna do. And there's no ATC on to tell me otherwise. So ILS 2.6, the arrival's the Eagle 6. And just do via that. Zoom transition. Speedy pan zoom. No discontinuities. Perfect. Let's go to our perf page. Let's take a look at what Toliss wants us to do here. Flaps 1, 51, 51, 54, 0.4. And flaps are 1, up 0.4. I'm just gonna go flex 40 on this. It had it like at 48, so I'm just gonna knock it down to 40. It should be fine. All right, so pre-flight is complete. Doing cabin announcements. I'm gonna go ahead and start our APU. Get the fuel pumps going. Get the APU cranking up. Everything else should be good up top. Still aligning. We still have 3 minutes, so I got done pretty quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at our departure real quick. So we're going to depart going east, going to circle around and go all the way up here. Actually, no, we're going this way. So our top altitude is 20,000 feet. We're going to plug that in now. I gotta wait for the IRSs to align before that goes into manage mode. And pretty standard there. It's actually going to be pretty scenic because we're going to be taking off right into the mountains. We're going to make a quick left turn, and then we're going to head straight through this mountain range over here. So we're going to have some nice hills to look at. And it's going to be a really short taxi. We're going to push back, face left, and we're literally going to go like 2 inches this way and be right on the runway. I'm going to wait for the map to figure itself out. APU should be available. One more minute for the IRS. It's the longest minute ever. And yeah, there's no controllers anywhere near us on VATSIM currently. Let me just make sure my joystick and everything is gonna function properly. It is. Flaps are stowed. I guess we can do a fire test while we wait. Okay, the IRSs should be aligned now. They are. Flip you there. Turn our constraints on. Alright. Let's lose the gate. Let's go ahead. I guess I should have pre-planned this.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
It's really odd. Because they got like these little parking spots right here, so.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright, MCP panel looks good. Put you on constraints. Altimeter is set, so everything looks good to go. I'm going to turn the terrain radar on. Let's see, go here. We'll just do U, TARA on.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
This is such a well done airport, too. It's another great one by Mr. X. There's a. Are they taking off or are they landing? Or is he going around? just take off? No, he was too high for that. Probably went around.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
That guy landed. Are you even touch and goes? Huh. Alright, anyway.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I guess I should turn my Unicom on. 122.8. Alright, and I forgot to switch the ground power off again because I'm an idiot. Okay, anyway, engine starters on. And start number 2. That's really loud. Any particular reason why my spoilers are out like that? Those are some pretty good sounds, though. Wow. Oh, my reverser's out. Why is my reverser open? Dude, my, that's gonna be a problem. Alright, hold on. Why is my... Dude, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. Alright, dude, I've got... I don't know what the hell that was. Dude, these SATEC,
Operation complete.
Okay.
Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Dude, this SATEC throttle quadrant is complete crap. It's complete crap.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Anyway. I have no idea why my reversers were out. I didn't have the switches flipped. Oh well. Dude, that is deafening. Why?
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
That's a little bit more reasonable. Alright. Let's get this figured out. The auto brake sets. Engine starter, it's a normal flaps 1. Passenger, like, what the hell is going on? Flight control check. Full right. Full left. Alright. Flight controls are good. I think these guys are doing touch and goes. That's the same Southwest plane. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna go straight ahead. Taxi lights, return offs. Didn't turn my beacon light on, didn't do anything I was supposed to do with the lights. APU can come off. I'm all over the place right now. The engines threw me off. I'm just gonna cut through here. Cabin checked. Takeoff configuration normal. Ground noise is a bit loud, I can already tell. I'm just gonna turn all this down, I don't care. But these guys aren't calling anything out on Unicom, so I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, never mind, they're texting. There's like a fly-in going on or something. It's like a million Southwest planes that are here. Alright, I'm gonna hold short here, slam on the brakes. Let them know what we're doing. Alright. Alright, landing lights, wing lights, takeoff lights. Everything else should be good. Really? Clear. Runway appears to be vacated. Alright, 40%. Clock. Where's my flex at? There it is. Alright, takeoff power set, airspeed's alive. Knots. You want to rotate. Pause the right gear up. Backwards view. Climb thrust, lower the nose. Start that left-hand turn. Alright, autopilot. up earphone users. Yeah, like I said, new BSS sounds. I'm trying to get them configured. Flep's clean. Is it pretty loud? I can always mess with it. You know what? Let me do it this way. It's perfect now. Okay, yeah, let me know if it gets worse or better. I knew it was going to be an issue. BSS is always really loud out of the box. You got to really mess with the configuration on it. All right, that's 10,000 feet. Kill the lights. Kill ground spoilers. Alrighty, our cruise was 380, right? Yep. So let's go ahead and just get that programmed in. The engines definitely sound a lot better, for sure. It's got that classic CFM whine. Let's just make our way down over here to the Zune transition. It's Zuni? Is that what it is? Zuni? I think American Airlines uses both. I'm not 100% sure on that though. All right, standard. I mean, American's fleet is absolutely enormous, so let's Google it. Let's see, this article here says the CFM 56 is what they use. CFM 56 CFM 56-5B, great fit for our A319 fleet, said Bob Redding, Executive Vice President of Operations for American Airlines. So unless something changed between 2011 and now, looks like they're using CFMs. But I think they use, let me see, I think they do use both though. I want to say the A319 uses the CFMs, and I think what this is saying is A321s have the IAEs. Yeah, because I know when they merged with U.S. Airways, they inherited a lot of their Airbuses. Yeah, so we're going to hit our top of climb here about 100 miles or so, and then we're not going to be cruising for very long. It's a pretty quick hop. The time of this flight is actually 57 minutes, just a hair under an hour. Yeah, I think they get the bulk of their A320s from U.S. Airways, I'm pretty sure. And then I think the A321s, especially like the Neos, are new orders. Because American, for the longest time, it was like all MD-80s and 737s and like 75s, and that was it. And they had obviously their wide bodies, but they didn't get in with Airbus for at least the current, like the A320 variant Airbuses, until the U.S. Airways merger, if I recall correctly. They flew A300s, I know that. I knew they flew A300s, but I don't know if they had A319s or A320s in their fleet before they merged. Yeah, I think their 320 and 321s are AEs. I think you're right. That low. I don't like the wind noise. Like, there's a lot of wind noise right now. It's a whole lot of brown and a lot of mountains out here. It's pretty much it. Not a lot of civilization. Sorry if this murdered your ears. We can go ahead and cut the seatbelt lights. So I'd say these sounds obviously are right in line with BSS's A320s. Now, I know the IAEs do have a sound pack of their own that they came out with, like, I want to say almost a year ago, maybe even over a year ago. But I never really fly IAEs too much. Well, I have a Spirit variant that I think has the IAEs, actually. But I just use the default sounds for that. Yeah, BSS is like the standard. He does a really good job with his sounds, and he like breaks it down and like tells you how he does it, how he records them, and he's really in depth with like his systems and how he configures everything. So it's definitely quality. If you're an audiophile, especially when it comes to airplanes, then you can't really go any better than BSS. Let's see, and our rival is Eagle 6. So we're landing 2-6. Where's it? Okay, it's gonna take us right here, and then we're on vectors, and we'll just go direct to our runway fixes on the approach. About 60 miles from our top of descent now. I don't think there's any VATSIM controllers on at all in the US right now. Oh, yeah, there are. Seattle and Chicago Center are on. See, Phoenix has 6 arrivals right now. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of what happened the other day when there was one other flight going into Orlando with me, and we just happened to cross at the exact same time, and we were on the exact same approach. It was the worst luck ever. So I had to disconnect because I didn't feel like having to slow down or loop around, which I had to do anyway because my glide slope got all messed up. One of those Southwest planes behind me is going to Phoenix too. He's pretty far behind me though, so there shouldn't be any conflicts or anything like that. to runway 26. Gonna take a peek at that. So yeah, Zerlo, well, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll take a look at it and see if Zerlo's gonna make sense there. That was the only transition they gave me. I can't tell. I mean, I could always just delete it if I need to. So it's kind of, well, I probably can't go directly in because of the mountains here, so it's probably why it's like that. But we'll, once we get closer in, we'll take a look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think we're gonna take the 7.3 out after this. Overflowed. I haven't flown it in a while. Zibo. Been flying this because I redid all the textures, or I got the texture upgrade for this, and then with the sounds and everything. So the Toliss has been Toliss is king right now. Probably start plugging in the destination data. It's going to yell at me here in a second to do that. Winds are now 90 at 6 in Phoenix. Let me see where they're landing in real life. Guess I could have checked FlightAware first. Shit, they're landing east. Are you kidding? I mean, I guess technically that makes sense. It's just the winds were variable, so I just assumed they were running west ops. Okay, so I just need to land on 8 then. And zoom transition, insert. Please don't mess everything up for me. I think that should reset it. Alright, so we're gonna flip runways now. We're gonna land on 8 instead of 26. So we have slightly longer approach. That'll keep us at cruise just a hair longer. Yeah. Which means we can get rid of that. And we should be going off this way, and then we'll circle back around. So let's pull up our charts for runway 8. Just so we can have it. Let's just make sure that I did it right. Okay, so Peso, Eagle, Homer, Botox, or Botex, Botex, Gino, Queenie, Heine, Obase, Queenie, Heine, Obase. Okay, yep, and that's discontinuity. Yep, and then that takes us right into the approach fixes. So okay, so that it did it right. Just a little bit bumpy. We got a direct headwind. It's not anything crazy. Ground speed's at 415 knots right now. It's just knowing my luck, I'm notorious for having VATSIM controllers pop on like when I'm on like final approach. And it would suck if I'm like 10 miles out on the wrong runway and they're like, yeah, you need to go around. So I'd rather just look up what FlightAware says to do and just do what it says. I want to do another wing view. No. Maybe right here. Holy lag. My PC does not like what I'm doing right now. Nope. All right. I think I happened to be loading in new terrain when it was doing that. Alright, so what's our bottom altitude? 7,000. So we're going to go ahead and get that plugged in here. And as I was doing, I was pulling up the ATIS for Phoenix. Current temperatures right now, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's 27 degrees Celsius. Decision height, 250 feet. Yeah. And winds, 90 at 6. Tell you what, though, there's something about the ortho out here in the Midwest, not the Midwest, the Southwest. Like, yeah, it's pretty barren, but it still looks really nice. Almost ready to start dropping down. Go ahead and get everybody back to their seats. And start down to 7,000. Engines are going to roll back. Alright, so we've got all kinds of restrictions here. It's because of the mountainous terrain. You just got to make sure that we are within those restrictions. The plane should know what it's doing, though. You usually don't have any issues with Toliss, but as you can see, there's mountains all around this area, so you just got to pay attention to the terrain. It's down to 7,000 here, but the airport elevation, I want to say, yeah, 1,135 feet. It's not crazy high. It's not like Denver. Make sure 270 knots, 33,000 feet or less. Should hit that pretty easily and right at the speed that we need to be at. As we nosedive for no apparent reason. 4,300 feet. What the hell is it doing? Huh. Yeah, it's leveling off. Everybody clacking their seatbelts. I turned that thing on like 5 minutes ago. Everybody must have been in the shitter. Set our auto brakes. We're just go medium today. These damn throttles, man. Alright, don't be like that. take a peek at Phoenix weather METAR again here. So winds haven't changed. Visibility's 10 miles. Ceiling 12,000 feet. Just a few clouds at 10,000, and there is no other weather to speak of. And altimeter 3001. What's going on, Dusty? NHL Club? Man, we basically quit playing, man. The game is way too frustrating. We got to, I want to say we got to like 13th overall. 13th in the world, and then we kind of got frustrated, and we haven't been playing that much lately. They came out with that patch, and it didn't address any of the issues, so I'm just tired of getting frustrated every damn night playing it. So we're kind of on a hiatus right now. We'll be back on it, though, at some point. Just waiting on EA to get their crap in order. Few things. A lot of it's cosmetic. I mean, the scoreboard overlay is a joke. Left trigger gets abused way too much. Pass interceptions, in my opinion, are still a little iffy, especially like if you're turned away from somebody. Human goalie is an absolute joke to play. Offense is a little overpowered as far as like puck control. You've got guys that are danglers. They'll turn their back to you. You can't get the puck off of them. You know, the game still feels really slow. There's a lot of input lag, a lot of delay. Just a lot of these issues have been like brought up by the community for years, and it's like they just never, it's like they don't listen. So yeah, it's just a frustrating game to play. It's just really frustrating. It just doesn't resemble hockey. You know, tripping calls are an issue too. It's like you get tripped so incredibly easily now. You can't even use your stick to play defense at all. It's really frustrating. And of course you can't, unless you're playing as like an enforcer defenseman or like a big defenseman, then you can't shove people off the puck. But then if you play big, then you can't keep up with people because people are just going to be a 5'7" dangler and they're just going to gain the edge and get around you. So it wasn't for lack of winning. We were winning, but we were pissed off when we were winning. So it was like, there's no point. .62, 215, 2A. Yes, that's really big, man. Well, 6'2" is not too big. I was playing as a 6-foot offensive defenseman. But yeah, like it's like you almost have to match size with size, and I don't. In my opinion, it shouldn't be that way. Like if they're going to be that big, they shouldn't have lateral mobility. They shouldn't be agile whatsoever. Well, the reason why I like offensive defensemen is because of the passing and the shooting. You can get outlet passes up a lot more accurately with that build than anything else. But yeah, that's the downside is that you can't shove people off the puck with it. So it's a trade-off. Yeah, I run laser passing on everything. Every one of my builds, I run it. I gotta have it. Passing is so important. Yeah, they do. Definitely more so than 19, in my opinion. But, I don't know, the game just feels really weird this year. Like, I wish you could make plays with your stick on defense, because especially like in threes, or even if you're playing sixes, like if you run to hit someone, like you're taking yourself out of position, and it's just not really a realistic way of playing defense. Yep, I did that already. Let's just make sure it's still in there. I thought I put the QNH in. 3001, I don't think I did actually. Alright. Alright, so slow but steady. We're at 1,500 feet a minute right now. Descending. Did I not follow my flight plan? Thoughts I filed. I guess I didn't file. Son of a bitch. Disconnect. File. Reconnect. I can't type today. Dude, why can't I type today? What the hell's going on? Alright. Sorry, another pilot messaged me. I had to address that. Altimeter 3006. Sorry, it should be 3001. How far am I away from Phoenix? Still 98 miles. No, I'm not. Alrighty. Well, at least this guy's communicating with me. It's this other plane. He's on the opposite side of the airport, though. Hey, Vertical Sim Studios, how are you today? Thanks for stopping by. You're gonna land here shortly in Phoenix. Right in line as well on our descent path, just making sure that Toliss, like I said, usually does pretty good. It behaves itself for the most part. For some reason the Boeings like to misbehave sometimes.
Traffic moving 75, 71 to hit 20 miles north-northwest. Cruiser 1 at the right to runway 8. Call final.
That's the Unicom. I thought it was a cabin announcement for a second, but that's actually the Unicom because it's voice now. I think that was the guy who I was chatting with a second ago. He just wanted to make sure we weren't going to have any conflicts or anything. Let's see here. Now this Southwest plane caught up to me, and I don't know how. Actually, he overtook me. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm looking at another American Airlines plane. Never mind. He's still way behind me. I got confused. Never mind. I was about to say, he must have given himself some favorable weather or something, or he sped up his sim, which is a no-no. So he said he's about 20 miles out. I'm 20 miles from the airport, but I still got to circle around on the downwind and then take a left, so he's gonna beat me. There's the airport down here. And basically at 10,000 feet, we're gonna go ahead and cut our landing lights on, wing lights, all that can come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been our pleasure to serve you today. As we prepare laptop is showed at this time, either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bed. They may not be stowed in seat pockets. You may continue to use mobile devices as long as they're secured in your hand or pocket. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, please check around your seats for any remaining cups, glasses, or any other items you would like to discard, and pass them to the flight attendants as we come through the cabin. We'll do it shortly. Once we're on the ground, feel free to use your mobile devices while we taxi to the gate. Thank you.
All right, so we got a speed restriction 210 knots here as we get closer to 7,000 feet. We're going to maintain 7,000 for a while until we get closer to... I'm actually going to probably cut it right here. I'm not going to go all the way out here. It's just an unnecessarily long approach if there's not any traffic conflicts. So I'm going to wait to see when this guy lands. And I'm going to try to cut the left as soon as possible. I just got to make sure that the altitude is set correctly. Trying to see if we spot that other guy landing. There's downtown Phoenix right there. Alright, so leveling off 7,000. We'll maintain this for just a minute.
Traffic Pacific 3531, 10 mile final for runway 8.
That's crazy because we were farther away from him, so it sounded a lot more crackled and muffled, and now because we're a lot closer to him, he's coming through a lot more clear. So that's a deliberate feature from VATSIM. So that's a pretty neat little deal there. I'm trying to see if I can spot him landing. I don't see him. So he's 10 miles out. This 8's right here. 8's the long runway. I know I saw him on the VATSIM radar. I don't think I have him on my TCAS. No, I mean he would theoretically be like on those fixes right there, but who knows? Because I can see this guy way over here. That's like a GA number there. This other guy, I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Oops. Way off in the distance. All right, so he's pretty well clear of me. I'm probably gonna cut right here at Hikid. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm just gonna do that. And let's go ahead and go direct Hikid. Bam. Should take us down to 3,000 feet. It just sounds like the engine's like cut off. It's so it's like eerie almost, but you're you know going down, so you're not really losing airspeed per se. We're gonna turn our ILS indicators on. We got. I thought it said 10 miles of visibility. Did the weather all of a sudden change? Or is this Xplane being stupid? I think it's Xplane being stupid. According to the METAR, it should be 10 miles of visibility. This is like Cat 2. Phoenix traffic, American 7488, 10-mile final, runway 8.
Phoenix traffic, Pacific 74 571 is clear, runway 8. Taxi to gate.
Alright, so like I said, about 15 miles out now. Go ahead and arm our localizer. We captured it immediately. Arm approach mode. We're gonna hit that glide slope pretty quick. Go ahead and go flaps 1. Airport is straight ahead. I swear to God, I'm gonna throw this throttle quadrant out the damn window. Whatever. Alright, we've got glide slope. Yeah, let's go ahead and go flaps 2 so this thing will leave me alone. Go ahead and arm our speed brakes.
$2,500.
That is checked. Gear down. Flaps 3. flaps full. Alright, landing checklist. Gear down 3 green is indicated. Auto brakes are set to medium. Speed brake is armed. Flaps are full. Cabin crew is advised. Runway appears to be vacated. Phoenix traffic, American 7488, 5-mile final, runway 8. Wind's about 3 knots off of our left nose here. It's almost a direct headwind, so pretty much non-factor. As we fly over home of the Cardinals. Actually, I think it's where the Diamondbacks play. Yeah, it's Chase Field. That's where the Diamondbacks play. This is U.S. Airways Center. That's where the Suns play, I believe. My airplane.
1,000.
That was feet checked.
500. 400. 100 above. 300. Minimum.
Landing.
200.
Glide slope.
We're fine.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Drive.
Burst out. That's 80 knots. Manual braking. Missed the first turn off. Pull the flaps in. We will take this right-hand turn. Spoilers in. Take this left. We'll go ahead and start our APU. Wing light can come off. Taxi lights on. Landing lights off. All that can come off. Turn all U off. All right. Not bad. Cut the chrono. Hour and 2 minutes. It would have been sooner. It would have been a lot shorter if we didn't switch runways. We would have gotten down probably 10 minutes earlier. Take this right. And we are clear to the right, clear to the left. Park over here with our American brethren. Probably should have told them where I was taxiing, but there's really nobody else moving, so I don't care. Turn the brake fan on. APU bleed is on, good to go. Clear left, clear right. And I'm just gonna snag one of these gates over here. Right. We'll take Mike Sierra. I'll just take this gate right here. Taxi lights off. Almost timed it right. There we go. Alright, parking brake fully set. Cut the engines. Alright, bus transferred over. Master caution. I've already got the brake fans turned on. Seatbelts off. Cut the fuel pumps. I think that one's good for the APU. Alright, well, welcome to Phoenix, everybody. There's our buddy there who was with us. Looks like he was in a Delta plane. This is Mr. X's freeware Phoenix. There is a payware one. I don't think it's done by Mr. X, though, if I recall correctly, but this airport's pretty damn good. So I don't see the point in paying for it. But Phoenix scenery here. Just downtown Phoenix over here once again. And all this is completely free. The downtown and the airport is free on the Xplane org store. Oh, sorry, this other guy was over here. I don't know what pay is, though. He's coming in as a Delta, too. So, let's disconnect from VATSIM. I want to take a peek at that landing, because I think it was a pretty good one. Holy shit, they gave me the right runway for once. As my doors are open. I'm alright with that one. That's a pretty good landing. Take a look at the what the tower saw. Ooh, right on the touchdown markers. Right where I had to be. Yeah, don't mind the doors. Just ignore the doors. I think it's a perfect landing. It was just firm enough. We didn't float. We landed right on the markers, dead center line. I mean, I don't think you can do much better than that, honestly. And I am terrible at landing. I don't know what the hell all that was. Sometimes BSS sounds don't go through on the replay, so we'll see if it sounds like it was, though. Dude, I stapled those markers, man. Alright. don't know what all that extra noise is. I don't know if it's got to be the replay. All right. One more from the GoPro.
50. Minimum.
Glide slope.
Yeah, I don't know why he was yelling at me about the glide slope. I guess I got a little under it, but
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
all right. That's enough of that. Enough gawking at my gorgeous landing. All right, so that is going to do it for that flight. I'm going to have to reload here. I really don't want to have to reload the entire sim, so I'm going to try to drop into the 7.3. I'm debating if I want to do the 737-700 or the 800. I'm thinking the 700 should be fine. I think we'll just go with the 800. It's newer. We'll go with the old school Southwest. Right. The old Canyon Blue. Definitely don't want to go to Albuquerque. We want to go to Phoenix. The hell am I parked right now? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, if we're going to depart on 8, then I kind of want to... We'll just do that. And we will pray to the aviation gods that the sim doesn't crash. And then I need to sim brief this flight, so while it loads, I will do all of that. Alright, new flights. We are Southwest 7488, Phoenix to Vegas. In the 737-800. All that stays the same. Generate. Let's say good on that other pilot for paying attention to who was around. He must have had like either VATSPY or VATtastic up because he saw I was probably descending. Just assumed I was going to Phoenix, so good on him for actually speaking up because a lot of people just say the hell with it. I'm just gonna fly in, and then you have a conflict. So it would have worked out anyway, but the one time you don't say something is when it doesn't work out, and then next thing you know, you're right on top of someone. Okay, so I've got my flight plan in here. Let's go ahead and file this bad boy right now. That's not what I wanted to do. Hey, we didn't crash. All right, 737, Phoenix, Vegas. Flight time 48 minutes. It's a touch shorter than our last one. All right. Let's reconnect to VATSIM. Just in case ATC decides it wants to pop on. All right. So we're in the 737 now. I need to update the banner on top. 1 second. Just gonna get this configured. All right, so that should update the overlay on top. Any second now. There it is. All right. And I've got, okay, I've got a long 757 in my ass. Where the hell does Southwest park? Oh, they're way over there. Okay. I need to fix this because that looks terrible. Just trying to be lazy, but it's not gonna allow me to be. I think it was like, okay, so we weren't gonna. Okay, so we'll depart on this side then. So I'm just gonna go right there. You think the static traffic would go away once it sees me spawn in, but I guess not. Okay, that is much better. And I'm over here with the proper company. All right. So let's go ahead and get this guy turned on. Ground power on. Go ahead and turn the aft fuel pump on. Ground power can go there. You can go on. Logo light on. Position steady. Everything else is Gucci. Go ahead and let the APU bleed sit there for now. Why not? Turn the window heat on. Emergency lights. Perfect. IRS. Perfect. Let's run some tests, shall we? Test all the lights. Oh, wait. Nope, I want to go up. Can I please go up? Thank you. Alright, so that lights everything up. Usually we just check for any bulbs that are out or anything like that. Should be good. Can do stall test. Okay, I guess that doesn't work. Does this work? There it is, okay. I wonder if I need like actual power for that to work, like not ground power. Let's see. Fire test. That test is in op. Alright. Alright, I'm done trying to act like I'm a real pilot. Turn those panel lights on. And turn you up. I wish that would stop doing that. FMC. Alright, we are in Phoenix. Perfect. Phoenix to Las Vegas. Flight number Southwest 7488. Alright, let's get people and fuel. We're going to start our flight leg. We can go ahead and cut the AP on actually. Let that do its thing. Alright. Fuel, we need 7. I'm going to just round up to 7.1 kilograms of fuel. That's different. I think that's, is that automatically doing reserve fuel, I guess? Zero fuel weight needs to be 60.8. So we need to up that by 13.8. So this needs to be, math is hard, 19.4. 60.8.
Guys, the Leo's on board.
Look at that. Alright. Come down here, grab that, make sure it matches. Takeoff weight, 68.6. A little heavier than what I'm showing it should be. Why is the CG out of whack? No! I didn't mean to do that. That CG says 24. Oh, is that cruise? Okay, never mind. It's cruise. Never mind. I'm stupid. All right, 320 is our cruise altitude. Reserves. Just do that. Cost index 12. Cruise winds. Let's do 161 at 6. It's probably not accurate, but whatever. 5 is the icy deviation. All right, execute that. And we are going to derate to 96% N1. Let's go ahead and program the actual flight plan. We are on the Zephyr 1 departure. Let me pull my charts. Let's do this the right way. Did it really carry the charts over from... Huh. I did not know it does that. So it carried it over from what I had on the Toliss. Well, we don't need Albuquerque. Well, that is actually kind of cool. Alright, so yeah, we're going to take 7 left out of here. Let's just double check the weather one more time in Phoenix. Yep, that's what we're going to do. 7 left. Transition. Transition. Sissy transition. No, piss off. It's fine. It's because of the fuel, because I probably didn't put the right reserve number in, but I don't care. Okay, after Sissy, it's going to be direct into the arrival, so we're just going to do this. It's going to be the Tyson 5 arrival. Mike Tyson. IGM. And let's see how Mother Nature is in Vegas. Las Vegas. Wind is calm. So where are they landing? Vegas, if it would load, is landing west. So that means they should be landing on the 2.6s. Let's just confirm that. Is my EPU... Okay, we do have air. I just didn't really... Okay. Yes, they are landing west, so we are going to plan for the... Oh, let's see, 2.6 left. Right? 2.6 left. Go to our legs. Should be Sissy to IGM. Perfect. Okay, no discontinuities. Departing flaps 5. CG, okay, that's more like a 24.1, so trim right at about 5. Alright, V speeds are set. Set you to 165. Flight directors can come on. Altimeter. Vegas altimeter is 3009. Sorry, not Vegas. We're not in Vegas. The Phoenix altimeter is 29907. Okay, matches on the other side. Let me pull up the Phoenix charts before I start messing shit up. Okay. All right. Okay, so our departure plates. Actually, this needs to go away. As does this. Zephyr 1. Wish there's a way to. Can I? I wish I could swap this out. Just, I mean, just it's my OCD. I just want it to be closer to the other Phoenixes. That's fine though. Okay, so our top altitude. It's just 8,000 feet. I'm just gonna put 320, because then I'm gonna forget, and then we're gonna level off, and then it's gonna take us forever to get to cruise. I need to check my sounds too, because BSS likes to mess with things. Yeah, that all should be fine. Actually, I could probably turn those up a little bit because I have my system volume down fairly low. All right. Let's brief this departure for reals. So we're gonna climb heading 78. Then direct Sparky. So it should be RNAV Sparky. Right there. And we have it right there, which is perfect. Let's go to our TCAS. I'm just gonna do this, do you. All right, pre-flight's basically complete. We just need to turn the rest of the fuel pumps on. I don't think we have center fuel. We do not. So the center fuel pumps can remain off. Turn these hydraulic pumps on. Bugin, yaw damper. Cruising out to 32,000 feet. Vegas Airport elevation 2033. So we'll just do. Wow. What the hell? Let's do that. Perfect. We have duct pressure. Should be good to go there. So let's go ahead and lose the gate. We are on Unicom 122.8. And we need to push face right. Let's do it through here.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready. Ground to cockpit, towers driving up.
The terrain radar turned on since we got mountains to deal with. There he is, morphing through the wall. Go and arm those.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Time for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Thank you.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Park brake released. Make sure nobody's behind me.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, packs off. Isolation valve open. Duct pressure rising. Start number 2.
Overhead bin. Shortly after takeoff.
25.
If you have a condition that would prevent you from performing the functions listed on the card, let us know. We will be happy to receive you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for us to push back from the gate, please
Already doing it.
make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened, seat backs untrained.
Alright, it's a good start. Number 2, starting number 1.
If you have anything with an on-off switch, it needs to be turned off. We have everyone take their seats and put their seatbelts on after that photo. Thank you. Thanks for choosing Southwest Airlines. Slide in for your doors.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Park brake sets.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, brakes RTO. We do not need to arm the speed brakes. Flaps 5.
Our Boeing 737. To properly fasten your seatbelt, slide the flat end into the buckle. To unfasten, lift up on the buckle, it will release. Your seatbelt should be worn tight and low across your hips. We're equipped with 6 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors, 2 removable overwing window exits, and
Alright,
2 aft
flight control
exit
check.
doors. Each
Full
exit is clearly marked
rights.
with a sign overhead lights on the floor of the aisle designated.
Full lefts. Pull back. Pull forward. Right rudder. Left rudder. Wheels turning. Should be good. Checking recall. Recall's good. Clear the master caution. Everything should be good to go there. I'm going to go ahead and arm our auto throttles. Go up top here. Engine gens over. APU there.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Oh, that's set to auto. Yep. Engine starters to continuous. Fuel light on. Taxi lights can come on. Alright. Should be good to go here. We're going to take a right-hand turn. We're just going to go straight to Delta 11, right on Echo, all the way to 7 left. I'm going to mess with these sounds here real quick, though. Okay. Quick configuration check is good. Brakes check. I can't hear the engines very well on the inside. It's like dead silent. Alright, clear left, clear right. Go straight up here to Delta. Clear Clear left again, clear right. Ah, son of a bitch, I wasn't paying attention. No. Alright. I just feel like the sound is missing something. Is it the environmental? I don't know. Not much I can do about it right now, unfortunately. Get our Southwest taxi going. Alright, so we're gonna go, I guess we'll just do full length.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you. Alright, doesn't look like we have any arrivals coming in from the other side. Phoenix traffic, Southwest 7488, taking off 7 left. Alright, lights are good there. It's gonna roll right onto it. And 7 left is verified. Engine's up about 40%. Stable. Toga. Don't tell me that. Yeah, my interior sounds are messed up. Can't even hear them. Can hear them outside. Can't hear them inside though. I'm ignoring that. It's the flaps. B1 rotates. Positive rate, gear up. something's up with the interior engine sounds. Just have to deal with it for now. I don't know how to fix it. See you later, Phoenix. See you later, my eardrums. Alright, autopilot's on. Brakes off. Gear can go there. Clean all that up. I'm gonna take a left here and hook back around. It's really disappointing that the sounds are being stupid right now. Flaps clean. There's our left-hand turn. Way out there. Probably should have run the newest update of the Zibo. I wasn't having sound issues before, so it's kind of odd. I don't know if it's probably because I didn't restart the sim after the last flight, and Xplane is so damn finicky that you gotta give it a fresh restart every time. Just don't think there's anything in here that I can. I've got the exterior already cranked up. I mean, if I do it more. Yeah, you can't even hear it inside. It's definitely not that. It's something else going on. Engine starters. We'll switch those to auto. All this. That needed to go there. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot to set the clock. Hope it's in that we did. Alright, so we're hitting an altitude restriction here, it looks like. No, we're not actually. We're just leveling off. We're actually a bit over speed. Okay. That was random. It's weird, the sounds are perfect outside, and then you just don't have any interior engine sounds. It's really strange. Yeah, 9,000 a goalie, and once we're past goalie, we should start back up. There we go. You know what? I think I know what it is. Hold on. I remember how we we had these audio issues before when I did the shared cockpit. Yep, I've got all this down at 0. That would be why. There it goes. There we go. That's exactly what the problem was. So now I probably need to do this, because now it's going to be too loud. Okay, there we go. I forgot that when I did the shared cockpit the other day, I had to turn everything down to 0 because our audio was out of sync. And I guess it saved that. I just have this static though. It sounds like... I'm just going to turn that to 0. Okay. Well, it sucks I couldn't hear the takeoff roar of the engines, but I guess at least I figured it out now rather than later. Okay, so isolation, sorry, the duct pressure looks good. Our pressurization looks good. As long as it's below 8, we are good. Everything else up top looks dandy. These can come off. As can that. This is a shorter flight than the last one, so yeah, we'll be at our cruise for about 50 miles, and then we'll start down, but it is a little bit of a... We're lower this time. We're at 38,000 on the way to Phoenix. We're 32,000 coming this way. Go standard. Yikes, that's loud. Still deafening. Alright, so we're just not going to go outside. Actually, I wanted to make another wing view. Well, I guess. I know. Well. There we go. So we got that one, that one, that one. Terrain radar can go away. Still looks good. So we're loading in some scenery here, so if she stutters, I apologize. Still no ATC. It is the middle of the day though, so I guess it makes sense. Just a few little bumps. And I don't think we have any arrivals to worry about right now. It should be relatively straight in approach too, because we're landing on the 2.6s, so shouldn't have to worry about circling or anything like that. I don't want to go outside, but then I don't feel like destroying my eardrums, so we'll just keep it chill for now. I guess I could just do that. That's better. So it's about 800 feet, 700 feet now from our top climb. Probably should have cut these off a while ago. The seat belts, which I never had on to begin with. It's a lawsuit waiting to happen. All right, so we're gonna be here for about 40-ish miles.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our cruising altitude. Lines are smooth, so I'll turn the seatbelt sign on. I would like to ask you to examine yourself. Please keep your seatbelt fastened while seated, just in case we did find an unexpected bump. Also, please don't form a line approaching the forward galley lavatory area. We really appreciate you choosing to fly with Southwest this morning. Hope you enjoy the trip. Have a great week. Please
sounds like he's talking in a radio from 50 years ago. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our approach, which I guess I should pull up. We're on the Tyson 5. Yeah, Tyson 5, so arrival, Tyson 5. Oops. Straight in pretty much. So our bottom out altitude there is going to be 8,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in now because it'll take us down automatically once we get to our top of descent. That is perfect. And once again, we are expecting 26 left. So RLS frequency for that is 111.5. I'm just going to plug that in now. With a course of 258. Really? Okay. So that's good to go there. So we are not going to be cruising for very long. Kingman, I'm not familiar with that VOR. A lot of people are still using the notes in VATSIM, so I don't know if they're just not comfortable with the voice or they don't know that it exists. I think it's a nice touch. Just more communication between people. It's just a little bit more immersive. Said a whole lot of brown and a whole lot of mountains out here. Not a lot of civilization or anything like that. Let's hit 2020. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Ah, duh, it's right there. Okay. So every once in a while, Zibo will not follow the VNAVIC. It will not. It won't incorporate the nav data incorrectly, so like it won't give me the proper altitude restrictions. So I forgot to check that before. All right, so we are starting down. Seatbelts can come on.
Passengers call and ask somebody tends to take their seats for a little bit, so please make sure you're in your seat with your seatbelt securely fastened until he does turn that fasten seatbelt sign off when we get to response 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our descent. I have turned the seatbelt sign back on. I'd like to ask you to please return to your seats, buckle up for the short duration of the flight. We really appreciate you choosing to fly with Southwest this morning. Hope you've enjoyed the trip. Have a great week, and please come back and see us again real soon. God bless.
All right, so get the pleasantries out of the way. Let's pull our weather up once again in Vegas. And winds are calm, so we're still gonna keep the current landing runway. 3009 is the altimeter. We'll pre-program that in. Visibility 10 miles, ceiling 12,000 feet AGL. Everything clear below that, and there's no other weather worth noting. Sorry for the stutters, it's loading in. Whatever it is, it's loading in right now. So this is a pretty quick descent. Like I said, it's a straight in approach. We're not having to go on a downwind or anything like that, so we'll be on the ground here pretty darn soon. Little tiny buildings. hell was that? Why did it zoom in like that? That was weird. Alright, so about 60 miles or so from the airport. That's dialed in. That should be good to go for the ILS. Altimeter 3009. Plane will adjust just a little bit. There we go, auto brakes 2. Like a road? Yeah, that would suck. It looks like a railroad, actually. Maybe it's a highway, I don't know. That would suck to get, like, broken down out there, like in the middle of the freaking Nevada desert. No, thank you. Just a hair over speed. I'm not really worried about it. I'm showing the wind isn't really a factor, though. There's no wind to speak of, actually. Alright, so we're going to hold at 12,000 here for just a second, and we're about 10 miles, and then we're going to start back down. Pull up our approach plate here. I think we said, what, 26 left? Yep. Decision height 200 feet. Sorry, missed approach procedures. just gonna plug 5,000 into here for now. Should get us right to the ILS. Vegas should be just off right over here, I do believe. No way you can see it from this far out, though. Alright, so we're starting back down. Turn our terrain radar back on. And pulling up just to bleed a little bit of speed off. We just got to level off at 10,000 right here anyway, so no worries there. Here's our left turn. Put our landing lights on, runway turn-offs, engine starters to continuous. All these can come on. Let them know.
Dennis, please prepare the cabin for landing.
And please check at this time, make sure seatbelts are securely fastened. Bring seats and trays up and locked and bring no carry-on items. We also ask you discontinue the use of and stow all portable electronic devices in preparation for landing. We'll be coming to you to pick up the remaining service items and any other trash you'd like to get rid of.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start bringing the flaps out a little bit. Just go direct to flaps 5. And I got Vegas straight ahead. Don't quite want to be that slow. I'm going to go 190. at the field straight ahead here, just off to the left ever so slightly. Arm the localizer. Okay, there's a localizer. Arm approach mode. Speed brakes. Just to bleed the speed off here, went ahead, went back into VNav just to get it slowed down. Flaps 10. Should capture the glide slope any second now. And when we land, we're gonna exit to the right. Missed approach. Where are we at?
1,000 to go.
3,100. Don't have the glide slope yet. We'll go ahead and drop the gear. Flaps 15. Oh shit. Yeah, we're going flaps 40. 143 is a VREF. Glad it told me. Don't know how we don't have the glide slope yet. There it goes. Flaps 20. Here, 143. We're gonna go to 148. We can go flaps full. Alright, landing checklist. Gear down 3 green is indicated. Flaps 40 indicated. Auto brakes set to 2. Speed brake is armed. Flaps are full. Cabin crew advised. Everything looks good up top. This little view of the Vegas Strip. Las Vegas traffic, Southwest 3488, 5-mile final, 26 left. I don't even think there's anybody around me, honestly. Well, we'll keep that on just in case we go missed. If we go missed, we gotta go to the right. My airplane. My throttles.
1,000.
That was a beat check.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Get back on center. Just a touch
40,
high.
30, 20,
Son of a bitch.
10.
Perch is out. Ooh, that was a bad float.
80 knots.
80 knots checked. Stow the reversers. We're gonna take this turn off here. Woo! We missed touchdown zone. That probably should have been a go around, but we'll be all right.
Use caution when you open the overhead bin. Sign in place their mission.
All right, clear left, clear right. Flight directors come off.
Whenever you can.
All right, lane lights on since we're crossing our runway. Clear right, clear left. All right, and I see Southwest over there. We're just gonna go park with them. Yeah, I just got high. I don't know. I guess I was trying to fly the flight directors the whole way in, and then I just got a little high. Don't harm, no foul. I don't think anybody's gonna top that first landing anyway. So the second one was gonna be bad regardless, at least in comparison. The hell's my taxi line? There it is. Landing lights off. APU gen. Let's see. Yeah, why not? We'll go right here. Just run these trucks over the hell with them. Taxi lights off. Wing light, all that can come off. Yeah, it's alright, fuel truck. Yeah, I'm not, you know, Boeing 737 just coming right at you. Are you gonna move? There it goes. Why do I have to feel this isn't accurate? Come on, I don't want to have to give a juice for this. You can make it. You can make it. Oh my god. Come on. One more. Stop. Perfect. Bam. Bam. APU's already switched over. APU bleeds on. Anti-collision off. Seatbelts off. All the lights are on.
Flight attendants, please prepare your doors for early arrival, Los Angeles.
Alright. How much is the gate inside me? Oh, no, it's good. Look at that. Let's see. I thought you could open the doors in this. Maybe not. Oh well. Alright, well, welcome to Las Vegas on the last leg of our flights for the day. This airport is freeware on the org. It's not quite like payware quality. It's got AutoGate, but there's not like a really what I would call a properly done Las Vegas. Supposedly Fly Tampa's working on one. We'll see. This downtown scenery is not default scenery. I got this off the org as well. It looks a hell of a lot better than the AutoGen. You know, and the draw distance is obviously a lot better on it. So this is beautiful Las Vegas. parts of the strip here. I feel like the strip is done pretty well. This is a pretty damn good rendition of everything. Let's disconnect from VATSIM. Let's take a quick peek at that landing. It definitely was not as good as the first one. But again, that first one was basically a perfect landing. There's no way I was going to top that or even match it. So, you know, might as well float it out. Love to get on the other runway. There it goes. Yeah, I flared way too early. Oh my god, that was such a bad flare. We kissed the ground at least. At least we didn't blow the tires out or anything. I was just way past the landing marks. Way past. Like, I was fine right there, and then like I don't know what happened. You're supposed to touch down like right there, and you just the float to end all floats. Alrighty, we're not gonna look at that one quite as many times as the other one. Alright, ladies and gents, well, I appreciate everybody who joined in today and watched. I think this one's definitely going to go up on YouTube for sure. I got to start uploading on YouTube more. I've been kind of lazy about it lately. But yeah, it's definitely a solid day of flying. I'm going to jump on Call of Duty here shortly. I'm going to take a quick break here just to eat. But appreciate everybody who came by and chatted and watched. So be sure to drop a follow if you can. And thank you so much.